Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Go Guitar. Alright, so we have Wish Week, and we have a very nice song here from X Ambassadors, and it's you, Air Stream Life 8669, who wished for the song called Women's Jeans. Alright, so I really liked this one, and yeah, we're gonna work with the same chord progression through the entire song in different versions, so that will be great. Thank you, Airstream Live, for interacting here with me on Going Guitar. Let's do this together. We have no need for any capo here. Okay, so with that, we have only 4 chords, and they're pretty easy. So we're gonna look at the chords and starting with a bar chord. So that's the B minor. You have a bar on the 2nd fret, and you bar 5 strings from bottom up like this. And then you need to add 4th on G, 4th on G, and 3rd on B. Next chord is G. So that goes 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, open B, and 3rd E. Okay, perhaps you could use this 3rd E. I would probably, for this specific song, go with the open E and just try to avoid the E string in the end down there. But this is the full G as it is, and yeah, if you have that and play that, it doesn't hurt too much. But the melody goes often on the open B string here, so that's something to have with you when you play the strumming and all that, to try to land on the B string and avoid the E string, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it. It's 3rd or open, it's your choice. So that's the G chord, just to mention it. Next chord is the D A, all right? So that is basically the D chord, but with this A note in the bass. So it starts with open A, then open D, then 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. And the final chord is A. And it goes open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. All right, so we're gonna look at the starting point here, the verse. So, and that is the same as the intro or so. So we're gonna learn that together. Now this is a melody built in here. And yeah, the melody here is very important. Like it really gives the color to this strumming and the verse play. It's not just about the B minor, G, D, A, and A, since that is the chord progression here, but it is really to try to get the notes out of it. So what I'm gonna do now first is to teach you how to get the melody first, and then see how you can work on the strumming afterwards. Normally we do that in the opposite way. The strumming is the basic, and then we bring on the melody, but this time we have melody first. So I'm gonna go chord by chord and try to give you the notes here. So we're gonna start with B minor. So I'm gonna play the bass note for you, just for you to understand that this is the B minor now we're playing and how it belongs to the notes. But anyway, the melody here is the important thing. The bass note is just supportive. So for B minor, we're gonna start. So that's the starting point. So we have the bass note now. I have that on the 2nd fret A string, but you don't have to care about that too much. The 2 notes you want to highlight here is the 3rd fret B string, this one, and then from B minor you lift off the little pinky and you get the 2nd fret G note, which is the barred note here with the fingers. So that's the reason for you to lift up your little pinky there when you just get that note. So these are the 2 notes for B minor, the first B minor. Then comes the G chord, and here I support it with the 3rd fret E string, which is the bass note here, but the melody goes like that. So it's the open B, short pause, and then open B again, and then 2nd G. Okay? And then comes the D A chord, and it's just basically to have the 2nd fret G string again. Okay? So that's it, and a long pause there. Then comes the final chord, the A. And this is the first round, first half of it. This verse goes in two halves. I didn't mention that, but that's how it goes. And the A here in the first half goes like this. And that is to bring in the open A string, since that is the bass note. But the melody goes on the second fret B string. Short pause, and then that part. And that is to play the second B again. And then 3 times on the open B string. So that is the melody for the first half, okay? So slowly goes like this. All right, and then the second half, it starts pretty much, or goes pretty much in the same way with B minor, G, and D-A. There are slight differences there, and it's really built upon feeling the song. So yeah, it goes a little bit differently every time, and there's no like, everything's not black and white here. So go by feel, but this is how it's pretty much done. So you're gonna play the B minor, G, and the D-A in the same way. And then comes the final A there. And what you're gonna do here is to play on the D string, and it goes like this. Okay, so if you can get that, it's nice. So I have the open A string again as a supportive note. It's a bass note, and then the melody goes open D to second D. I hammer on that, so I play it and then hammer on it to get the second D, and then I play the second D 2 times again, and then I play it for another time and I hammer on till the 4th D. Like this, and then I play the second D again and open D. So slowly, like this. That ends the second round. So that is the verse play. You have the B minor 7, G, and D, A in the same way in both rounds, and then the A differs a little bit. This is the melody just as it is, but then I would suggest you try to get these notes built into a strumming. And now when it comes to strumming, downs and ups and everything, you have to go by feel here. So what you're gonna do is to play pretty much downs and ups in your way, but do that with the same timing as the melody comes. So that is what I suggest. You can fill out with some extra downs and ups everywhere if you want to, but the important thing is here to try to highlight the melody, because that is so important in this verse. So I would do something like this. Right, 2 rounds of the verse there. So yeah, that is how you handle it. You're gonna play 3 rounds of this in the verse play, and then comes the chorus. Okay, so it happens about 54 seconds into the song. Now, much easier. You're just gonna play straight downs. This is more like aggressive, or more like straightforward playing here. So what you're gonna do is to play B minor, 3 downs, G, 4 downs, then the D, A, 4 downs, and A, 5 downs. That's the first half of it. So B minor 3, G 4, D, A 4, and A 5. And we can do that together to start with. So all right, and the second half goes B minor 3, G 4, and D, A 8. Okay? So it stops at the D, A there, all right? and you're gonna play for 8 down. So B minor 3, G 5, and D A 8, like this. Right? And that ends 1 round. You're gonna play for 2 rounds. I'm gonna take you through 1 round first slowly now. So you really see how many downs and timing and everything. And then the second round, I'm gonna play in standard play. Let's go. Alright, so 2 rounds is what it was now, actually, with standard tempo. Anyway, it's a nice song, so why not? You're gonna play for 2 rounds, and that is the chorus play. From now on, there are pretty much no news. The second verse, played in the same way, 3 rounds, and the second chorus, again, played in the same way as we just learned for 2 rounds. Then, in between there, after the first chorus, we had the instrumental part. I forgot to mention that before you go into the second verse. And what you're gonna do there is to play a verse play. So just an extra verse play there, no news there, and then second round played in the same way. In the outro then, we have that starting at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. It's after the second chorus. And what you're gonna do there is to pluck 2 rounds of the chord progression B minor, G, D, A, and A. And you go do that with some notes. And I can just highlight the notes if you want to. There is a little bit more played perhaps in the background like this, touch a little bit strings around it, but these are the notes that are standouts in this final part. So for B minor, you're gonna play. So that is second A, 4th D, and second high E. For G, it's so 3rd in E, on E, the bass, then open G, and 3rd B. And then for the DA, you're gonna play open D and 2nd G. And for the final A, you're gonna play open A and open high E. So 1 round, something like this. Yeah, and the rhythm, you have to listen for it. I'm not 100% sure there as well, but it's about that. So there you have it. It's not black and white always, as I said before, and this is a typical song where you need to have a lot of feel when you play it. You learn the basics, where you find notes, and somewhat of how it goes with the timing, and then it's up to you to do it in your way. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Everybody who loves X Ambassadors, especially this song, Women's Jeans, and you, Airstream Live, thank you for being here on Going Guitar. Hope to see you soon again, buddy. And everybody else who like great tutorials. That's what I hope for. I hope to see you soon, guys. Subscribe to this channel and see you soon. Play tuned.